Zachary Blair, followed by Joshua Hernandez Gadion, Keenan Carter, and George Avalos.
Hi, my name is Zachary Blair, Dauphine Lane, 32803. In addition to making money from their failed nonprofit, the One Pulse Foundation, the Pumas are now on track to take $2 million in public money from the city of Orlando. While we fought against the exploitation of our own grief, the city chose to work against us and support Barbara Poma and the One Pulse Foundation instead. Buddy Dyer, the conflicts of interest between you, Earl Crittenden, and City Attorney Mayanne Downs and the One Pulse Foundation are well documented. The city gave me a list of issues that the city attorneys created as they prepared for civil or criminal litigation. The city originally gave me this completely redacted in 2020, which was illegal, and I got it unredacted. It highlights capacity issues, unpermitted work, and other life safety violations that the city knew about. A lawsuit never came against the city because survivors had no idea these issues existed. Information was purposely kept away from the victims to cover the city's legal liability. There are still records that have not been released to us or the public. In 2019, as we were calling for a public memorial and not a privatized spectacle, Patty Sheehan called me personally and told me to look into the public records. You told multiple people that unpermitted renovations hindered rescue, and that's one of the reasons why the response took a disgraceful 3 hours. After 4.5 years and thousands of dollars spent on records, we found this to be true. We stand here to watch the responsible parties team up and put $2 million into the pockets of the Pumas while they both claim Pulse was up to code and without violations. This past week, the city told the media Pulse did not have any life safety issues at the time of the shooting. This is false, and you all know it. The city called off a building inspection to document code violations after the shooting, and you know this. Pulse had an unpermitted fence. Survivors had to jump over to escape. There was no citation because of the owner's cozy relationship to the city, and you know this. Pulse was over capacity on the night of the shooting, hindering people from getting out, and there was a pattern of Pulse being overcrowded, and you know this. Pulse had illegally walled over windows, which caused victims to run into bathrooms where they were trapped and brutalized for hours. Pulse was not permitted to operate as a nightclub, as shown in multiple documents. Rosario Poma even wrote a letter saying he would remove the unpermitted dance floor where 20 people were murdered, and you know this too. And there's more. A public memorial has always been the way to go, but not at the cost of accountability and justice for shooting victims. Do not allow this deal to go through. Stop lying to everyone and ethically represent your constituency. And that should begin with you, Patty.
Up next is Joshua Hernandez Gadion via Zoom, followed by Keenan Carter.
Hola, buenas tardes.